What is the main role of leverage in leverage trading? Before we start leverage session, role of leverage, first we need to keep in mind three things. First thing, how much capital you are willing to invest. The second main point is leverage. How much leverage is safe to take long term trades, take for at least 1 week, 2 weeks hold period. And the third point is time frame. Which time frame is good in terms of holding of a trade, in terms of understanding the exact analysis, exact understanding the candles behavior, candles price action. Hopefully you guys are noted three types. Now let's take a look on a chart how we can imply our profits by taking leverage, and what is the main role of leverage in terms of chart analysis. What is the main role of leverage? When we take less leverage, when we understand the more clearly chart, when we understand the more price action clearly, then only leverage will give us a good profits, good trades. For example, let's take a look on a 1 day chart. When you open 1 day chart, you will analyze the candles behavior very clearly here. How we can imply our profits in 1 day time frame? Let me give you some examples. That is not accurate, not any strategies will give you 100% accuracy, but you need to keep in mind that exception number 2, which is exception number 1, that is the capital. Even if you have 100 USDT, that's your role how to manage them and how to take risk on them, right? Now let's take a example, some examples of 1 day chart. How 1 day charts will give you a good analysis, good signals, good candles structure. Okay, now let me take some examples. Strong support, strong resistance, we have to keep in mind. First, we had taken one example with the base of the support. First, find two levels which are already taken some rejection. Forget this next structure. Just we find two support levels, which is the first one and this is the second one. Now when we get a good rejection point at the supports, when we get a good, the rejection point like this, good bias rejection at support, then we can take trade on that mode. But keep in mind 2x leverage is preferred because we are on 1 day chart. Even if you keep the stop loss, your stop loss is can hit. Okay, when you use proper capital, when you use less leverage, when you understand more clearly analysis, you don't need stop loss. But keep in mind you are using the trade amount what you are willing to lose in terms of stop loss as well, in terms of liquidation as well, in terms of risk. All right, so we have one method, that bigger time frame, minimum capital and minimum leverage. These three things will help you a lot when you open a 1 day chart, and you, even if you hold for a days, for a weeks, then you have a great amount of profit on the base of these three factors. But don't forget, don't eliminate any step in between three. Make sure to understand the three concepts clearly, then only go with this strategy. But keep in mind, nothing is 100% sure, as always I said. With the help of these things we can multiply, with the help of this idea, this strategy, we can multiply our gains with the help of 2x leverage, and without any hesitation we can hold our trade for more time. But before you go any other strategies, any other patterns, just understand the support and resistance and price action at rejection of these type of candles. When you get these kind types of candles at supports, then we can enter. But when you get this type of rejection at resistance, then we can enter for a short.